study was performed with puppies, kittens, and human beings. They wanted to see how human beings interacted with puppies and kittens. And we're talking about newborn puppies and kittens. And when they watched the way that people interacted with these newborn puppies and kittens, what they found is that the way that they were treating the newborn puppies was very different from the way they were treating the newborn kittens. And so they asked themselves, well, why is this? Because the experts are telling us that a newborn kitten is no more fragile than a newborn puppy. And a newborn puppy is no less fragile than a newborn kitten. Why are these people treating them so differently? How do you think they were treating the newborn kittens, for example? Picture this. They were holding these newborn kittens in the palm of their hand, petting them with like one finger, talking to them in a high-pitched voice or a whisper, and really being careful and cautious with them. Whereas with the newborn puppies, they were sort of batting them around between their hands, and they've got all this extra loose skin, so they're kind of tugging on their loose skin, and and really kind of roughhousing with these newborn puppies. Now again, newborn puppies are no less fragile than newborn kittens. So why were they treating them so differently? So they asked themselves this question, and they thought, let's look at their character, their physical characteristics, and their behaviors. So let's think about the physical characteristics and the behaviors of a newborn kitten. A newborn kitten is very cautious in its movements, right? Looks really scared as it moves around. It physically, it's got this not even real fur yet. It's more of like a fleecy coat that you can see right through it to their tiny little rib cage, expanding and collapsing, right?
Yeah.
So, and they don't even have a real meow yet. They just have like this kind of a cry, right? So, as it turns out, they have these qualities that have them be perceived as very delicate and fragile. Whereas newborn puppies, on the other hand, think about how they behave. Their limbs are usually disproportionately larger or disproportionate to their body. Their limbs look like they're too long when they're first born. So that they're just kind of like clumsy, and they plop down like bean bags, and they've got all this extra loose skin, and they breathe really fast, and they're kind of playful. Well, as a result, that's how people end up treating them, right? They're uncoordinated, and they're clumsy, and they're breathing fast. So people, as a result, are clumsy with them, batting between their hands, and roughhousing with them, and treating them a lot more roughly than they would a newborn kitten. So as it turns out, these puppies and these kittens have qualities that demand they're treated a certain way. So we call those demand qualities. As it turns out, human beings also possess demand qualities. We have qualities that demand we're being treated a certain way. Whether we like it or not, whether we want it or not, we all possess these types of qualities.